I'm going to zoom in on that here in a second. And then you can see him walking out on his phone behind the tent. Charlie is getting loaded into the van, and Mikey is seen over here, back turned on the phone. This is weird, right? But even weirder is this. Zooming in closer, Mikey's reaction right when Charlie was shot. Look, he pulls his phone out to his ear without even pressing any buttons. Watch closely. Arms folded, phone right to his ear.
Mikey McCoy's wife has leaked messages that could blow this entire Charlie Kirk story wide open. Now, Erika Kirk is allegedly doing everything she can to silence her. The leaked footage raises serious questions about Mikey, and it seems his wife is done protecting him. She's ready to expose everything, but Erika reportedly wants to stop it at any cost. I end this video, you'll see the leaked clips, the timeline contradictions, and a suspicious vacation that happened just weeks before Charlie Kirk was shot, leading many people online to call it an inside job. I'm not here to tell you what to believe, only to show you what's out there. If these leaks are even partly real, they suggest people close to Charlie may have known something beforehand. The timelines don't match, the stories conflict, and the silence from certain people is louder than words. Stick with me, because what Mikey McCoy's wife allegedly leaked could change everything.
Mikey, in less than a second, does something that I find to be quite strange. He puts his phone to his ear, and he begins a conversation. So we're going to watch that clip in its entirety. Mark is going to bring it in. That it is exactly 834 milliseconds from the time that you hear the shot. That is how long it takes for Mikey McCoy to put the phone to his ear. Now, why is that precise timing so important? Because there's no dialing. Mikey didn't have time to dial, okay? You can't dial and put your phone to an ear in 0.834 seconds. Yeah, when the clip was brought to my attention, I obviously have a file. I have a big folder of files of every angle, and I decided to track Mikey from every angle available to see, like, maybe we just missed it, and he did at some point put that phone down, dial a number, speed dial, hold down one, I don't know.
Take a look at this. Everyone around him is panicking, people are screaming, people are running, and Mikey just turns around and slowly walks away, almost like he knew what was about to happen. Now, I'm not saying he did, but that's exactly what it looks like, and that's why people started digging that. Here's something else that caught people's attention. After the shooting, everyone at Turning Point USA started calling Mikey a hero. Not just once, every single time his name was mentioned, there was an adjective attached to it. The amazing Mikey McCoy, the brilliant Mikey McCoy, the heroic Mikey McCoy. Even Candace Owens pointed this out when she asked a simple question: why does only Mikey always need an adjective before his name?
Charlie died, Mikey McCoy and his wife Eliza, for the very first time, now this is according to Eliza McCoy, she shared that it was the first time ever that they went on vacation. Her and Mikey went on vacation with Erika and Charlie. Here's that post on Instagram. That second paragraph begins, "We spent a few weeks together this summer, our first family trip together." Okay, getting real close there. And while they were on this very first time together for a couple of weeks vacation, something moved the McCoys to capture intimate and sweet moments of the Kirk family from behind the scenes. Now, you know which footage I'm talking about. It's the footage that has since gone viral of Charlie walking with his children and Erika. Erika grabs his hand. It's actually a very sweet moment, and it moved a lot of us. People were, I know I was crying when I first saw this footage a couple of days after Charlie died.
Think about how strange that would be in real life. Imagine if every time someone mentioned a friend, they said, "the spectacular John," or "the breathtaking Sarah." You'd think something was off, right? So why is everyone doing that with Mikey? Now here's where things get interesting. Erika Kirk may have accidentally exposed a lie. In her Fox News interview, she said she was at her mom's doctor appointment when Charlie was shot, her phone was on silent, and when she checked it, Mikey McCoy was calling her within seconds of the shooting. That perfectly matches the viral footage of Mikey walking away while on his phone, but Turning Point USA said something totally different. Andrew Covett claimed Mikey wasn't on the phone at all and only put his hands near his ears because of the loud gunshot. So either Erika is telling the truth, which means Mikey really called her immediately, or Turning Point USA is telling the truth and Erika lied on national TV. One of them is lying. That there's a simple way to solve this. Mikey could release his call logs. 5 minutes and everything is proven. But he hasn't. Silence. And that silence says a lot. Then Candace Owens revealed something else. Just weeks before Charlie died, Mikey and his wife took their first ever family vacation with Charlie and Erika, and that raised even more questions.
Example number 1, Charlie's very last overseas trip to Korea. This was 4 days before he died. For whatever reason, Mikey McCoy felt suddenly inspired to try his luck, miking up Charlie and capturing him on the road. And he says this is the first time he ever did it. Take a listen to Mikey McCoy explain that.
According to Eliza McCoy's own Instagram post, the McCoys spent a few weeks with Charlie and Erika that summer, their first real family trip together, and they got extremely close. But something unusual happened during that vacation. The McCoys began filming the Kirk family, not just casual photos, but intimate behind-the-scenes moments. One of those clips went viral after Charlie died, the sweet video of Charlie walking with his kids while Erika grabs his hand. And yes, that was filmed by the McCoys. Candace Owens asked the question everyone keeps thinking, why did they film that? On normal family trips, a family member records moments, which means someone is always missing from the shot. But here, the McCoys were recording the entire Kirk family like they knew those moments needed to be preserved. Was it just thoughtful friendship, or something else? And it gets stranger. Just 4 days before Charlie died, Mikey randomly decided to film him again during their Korea trip, the last time Charlie was ever captured like that.
I don't want you to feel hurt by all these horrible things. We know that you have a responsibility. You're a young man. And I just want you to take a deep breath, like I said, and you know what? Let them spin their conspiracy theories. You're a good kid. You had instructions to call Erika. Charlie had a team that jumped right in there. I know that team. And we just got to move on. We got to push the moving on, and let's get to these midterms.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Bernadette. It's crazy. It's just, I remember taking, the last picture I took of Charlie was at 12:23. I did, in fact, call Erika momentarily afterwards, but thank you, Bernadette. That's very encouraging to hear from you.
You be encouraged, and you keep going, because we need you, and we need that team to take a deep breath and get your pants on and get running.
4 days before Charlie died, Mikey just happened to film him, and that timing feels off to a lot of people. Now let's talk about the leaks, because this is where things really explode. Late one night, an account allegedly linked to Mikey McCoy's wife posted screenshots, audio clips, and private conversations with no explanation, only 3 chilling words, they all knew. Within minutes, it went viral. The screenshots appeared to show a private group chat with Mikey, some Turning Point USA staff members, and someone labeled EK, believed to be Erika Kirk. The messages were short but shocking, everything is set, keep calm if it happens, make sure cameras stay rolling, and the line that took over the internet, Erika already knows. If those messages are real, it suggests this wasn't chaos. It was planned. Then an audio clip surfaced of a woman saying, "I can't stay quiet anymore." This wasn't an accident. Many believe it was Mikey's wife, others think it was someone trying to protect her. Either way, it sounded like fear mixed with guilt. Even stranger, the timestamps on the leaks lined up with the viral footage of Mikey answering his phone before the shooting, making coincidence look deliberate. The internet exploded with questions about what Erika and the TPUSA team may have known. After the leaks, Mikey's wife's social media disappeared. Friends locked accounts. People say she was warned not to speak, and then silence. Meanwhile, TPUSA did the opposite, flooding the internet with glowing praise of Mikey. To many people, it didn't look like mourning. It looked like damage control.
Is that Mikey McCoy, the chief of staff of Turning Point USA, Mikey McCoy, for whatever reason, he always requires an adjective. Whenever they discuss Mikey McCoy, there's an adjective before they say his name. A bunch of people in the Turning Point USA orbit described Mikey McCoy in this very unique manner. I want you to take a listen to that.
Let me tell you who the heroes were in this whole thing. We're going to start with 23-year-old Mikey McCoy. And that's when the great Mikey McCoy showed up.
And my husband's chief of staff, the amazing Mikey McCoy.
My friend Mikey McCoy, the brilliant 24-year-old who at the time when Charlie was shot was 23 and was a hero that day.
I used to be known as Charlie Kirk's pastor, now I'm known as Mikey McCoy's dad.
He clicked into gear eventually.
He did.
It was amazing.
Mikey was a heroic figure on that day.
And this is actually, to your point, you saw Mikey do heroic things that day. I saw Mikey do heroic things. I was not on site, but I immediately flew to Utah. We got a plane. I mean, it's not something that I'm used to, but it was like my wife went with me. We went straight over. I knew I needed to be with Erika and the team immediately just because, I just knew. But that moment when I got the news, I was so shell-shocked. I was not even there, but I was immediately traumatized. My brain fries like an egg. I can't see straight. I can't think straight. All I knew is that, what's happening? My wife came in. She, hugged me. We started crying together.
In one clip, someone tells Mikey not to worry about the conspiracy theories. They tell him to breathe, call him a good kid, and say Charlie had a team that handled everything immediately. But here's the thing about silence: when innocent people are accused, they usually fight back. They show proof, file lawsuits, and demand retractions. What has TPUSA done? Nothing. No lawsuit. No cease and desist. Just controlled silence. That pattern, deny, distract, disappear, makes people suspect a cover-up. I'm not saying that's what this is, but it definitely doesn't look good. Online discussions also claim Erika is trying to stop Mikey's wife from talking, keeping the woman who broke the silence quiet, and Candace Owens noticed something strange too. Every time someone at Turning Point USA mentions Mikey, they use an adjective: the amazing Mikey McCoy, the brilliant Mikey McCoy, the heroic Mikey McCoy. Every single time. And that has people asking, why? There's a clip where someone says, "She hugged me," pauses, and then adds, "We started crying." That pause felt rehearsed, like he was thinking about what to say next. Candace Owens put it perfectly. She said she would never call someone a hero for calmly walking away after their friend was shot. That's not what heroes do, and think about how strange it would be if every time someone mentioned Tucker Carlson, they called him the spectacular Tucker Carlson. You'd assume something was up, right? So why is Mikey getting that treatment? Why is everyone so determined to frame him as a hero, unless they're trying to get ahead of something? Now let's zoom out. In her Fox News interview, Erika Kirk said some things people haven't talked about enough. When Jesse Waters asked if they caught Charlie's killer, she didn't say yes. She said, "I trust our team." She mentioned seeing the autopsy report, referenced evidence, and said something that stood out: "I want to see what they did to my husband." They. Not he. Who is they? When Jesse asked if Charlie being shot while talking about trans violence was a coincidence, Erika said she doesn't believe in coincidences, and neither do a lot of people watching this unfold. Candace Owens has openly called this an inside job, pointing to inconsistencies, strange behavior, alleged leaks, and silence from key people. We know Mikey's reaction looked unusual. We know timelines don't line up. We know there were alleged leaked messages. And now, the people involved aren't talking. That's a lot to ignore. So here's where things stand. Mikey calmly walked away. He hasn't released call logs. TPUSA keeps calling him a hero. Erika is allegedly trying to silence the one person who might know more. And the woman who leaked everything? She's gone quiet. What's really going on? I don't have all the answers, but someone does. And the silence, the smiles, and the scripted praise, none of it feels natural. Maybe one day, when the truth is too heavy to hide, we'll finally hear what really happened. Until then, we keep asking questions. Drop your thoughts below. Do you believe the official story, or is something bigger happening behind the scenes?